Good morning, everyone. Good morning. My name is George Joseph, and I'm the chair of the Family Services Executive Board. I want to welcome you to the 2023 annual meeting of Family Services of NWPA. Before we begin, I'd like to recognize this year's presenting sponsor, UPMC Health Plan, and our supporting sponsors, Courtesy Food Service, Liesl Schaff Insurance Agency, and Passport Realty. Thank you so much for your continuing support of our mission to strengthen families and transform lives. Let's give a hearty round of applause for our sponsors. Next, I'd like to introduce Joe Schember, Mayor of the City of Erie, to give a few opening remarks. Thank you.
Thank you very much, George, and good morning, everyone. It's great to be here. It's great to see all of you here early on a Tuesday morning. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here this morning to celebrate with Family Services. In the audience today, we have champions, we have volunteers, we have employees, clients, and supporters. This event is always a great way to honor and appreciate each and every one of you, because each of you play a role in making Family Services so wonderful. Thank you very much for that. All of you are the reason that we work hard and creatively each day to fulfill our mission, to strengthen families and transform lives. I like today's theme of Family Services, which is unlocking potential. I believe that each and every one of us has the potential every day. If we are just aware of that and each day try to unlock that potential, we can make our neighborhood, our city, our county, our state, our nation, and the world a better place for each and every one of us. If we would all think that way every day, we will transform the world. At least we'll transform Erie for sure. A great program lies ahead of you this morning. You will get a full report on what Family Services is accomplishing. You will also hear about the positive impact of Family Services. And awards will be given to individuals who have given much and helped Family Services accomplish great things. So we will get started here very quickly. I do want to apologize that I have to leave here about 9 this morning. I'll try to sneak out the side door here to get to a 9:30 meeting that I have to leave. I have to lead that back at City Hall. But now I would like to introduce to you Greg Loop, the President and CEO of Family Services. Greg will give you an update on the great things happening at Family Services. Thank you all again for being here, for putting up with my brief remarks, and enjoy all the great information you're going to receive here over the next hour. Thank you very much.
Joe, thank you for those kind remarks. George, thank you for getting us started. And I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here with us this morning. I'd also like your help this morning to show our appreciation for the many people who tirelessly work together to lead our agency and make it possible for us to be here today and celebrate successes. Our board of directors, our Big Brothers Big Sisters Advisory Board, and the members of our development committee who helped plan this event. As they all stand, please join me in showing our appreciation. At Family Services, our vision is that every family thrives. We want to share in advocating and creating communities in which every family does thrive, to be the best version of themselves, where their uniqueness is not only accepted, but truly valued, and where we are all physically, emotionally, and socially safe and thriving. Our mission at Family Services of Northwest PA is to strengthen families and transform lives. we want to make sure that we provide the best practice services of which we are able to mend the hurts, treat the ills. But more than that, we want to be part of helping individuals and families build and invest in their relationships so that they are able to fully use their individual talents and unique abilities and be able to give their full self to each other and to our community. As we reflect on our vision and our mission, and as we look back and assess our efforts over the last year, I have the privilege of sharing with you some of the successes that we've identified. I'd like to start with our child welfare programs, where we saw continued growth, especially in our permanency department. Over the past year, we worked with 259 children, supporting them through some of the most difficult of transitions away from their families and into out-of-home placement. Our caseworkers, who are uniquely trained, do an incredible job. They help children feel supported. They take care of children during this transition. Not only are our permanency workers provided training, but we also make sure that we provide training for our families who are preparing to receive these children, the ones who make sacrifice and space in their hearts and homes to take care of the children. When we think about 259 children who needed to leave their homes this year, we know that there's still a lot of work for all of us to do. Part of what we were able to add to our training for children and families this year was the Wise Up training. This is a training we were able to obtain and provide to help our adoptive children and their families work through answering questions faced as they navigate through school, work, and new relationships. We know that not all of these children are able to return home, but getting permanency is an important step in their own lives. And last year, we were able to help 102 children obtain permanency, with 42 completed adoptions. One of our other services, the Family Team Meeting Program, provided 405 family team meetings. This represents an increase of over 25%. Family team meetings work specifically with the family, their natural resources, and help them find lasting solutions related to safety, well-being, and permanency. You'll hear about our Big Brothers and Sisters program. This year, they were honored for their commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion at the Not-for-Profit Excellence Awards. Our Big Brothers Big Sisters program also held in person this year the signature Bowl for Kids' Sake fundraiser at Green Garden Lanes. We were able to raise over $102,000 to help support this program. Big Brothers Big Sisters charges no fees to the children or the families who participate in that program, and all those funds go to help plan for the events of the Big Brothers Big Sisters and support the staff who help make that program possible. We want to again thank publicly our sponsors for that Bowl for Kids' Sake, our platinum sponsor, Toyota of Erie, and our gold sponsor, McCormick Structural Systems. Help me give them a warm applause as well. We also provide family preservation services as well as reunification for families in our programs here in Erie County. And this year we added to that service the Be Strong Families Parent Cafe. These physically and emotionally safe spaces allow parents to talk about the challenges and the victories of raising a family. Our initial efforts in Erie have been successful, and we will be providing parent cafes to support the families we serve in Crawford and Mercer counties as well. We also just received notice that we were awarded a 3-year grant to provide reentry services in Mercer, Crawford, and Venango counties. This was a competitive federal grant, and we're very excited that we were selected to provide these services. These funds will allow us to implement the Second Chance community-based adult reentry program for the next 3 years. The program encompasses a combination of evidence-based practices and traditional case management to assist individuals in successfully reentering community after incarceration. Here in Erie, we provide the Opioid Misuse Prevention Project, and we also received notice of a continuation grant from the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency to help address the opioid crisis by providing prevention in the use of drugs and alcohol, building protective factors, and enhancing relationships for students and families in the city of Erie. These dollars allow us to continue our work over the next year with all the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students at Erie Public Schools, as well as engage our public in messaging to prevent opioid abuse. In summary, as we look back over the last year of services and consider all of the children and families we were able to get to meet, we realize that we touched the lives of 56,568 families and individuals across the counties we serve. Please give our staff a thank you for that show of appreciation. At Family Services, we've been thinking about our past, the services, the environment, our opportunities and challenges, those in our present and those in our future. We recognize how important services like ours have been and will be to the families we serve and the communities we live in. Our development committee and the agency leadership have been considering various ways to maintain our history of service well into the future, and I'm excited to be able to share with you and announce today the creation of our new Legacy Foundation at Family Services. The Legacy Foundation creates a framework for us to partner with those individuals and families who want to create a planned gift that will allow Family Services to continue serving our community into the future and continue the sustainability for these important services that achieve our mission to strengthen families and transform lives. Legacy Foundation members make a plan to name Family Service of Northwest Pennsylvania as a beneficiary. Part of our focus on development has also allowed the creation of a new position. Danielle Zelensky is our new Vice President of Development and has taken on the opportunity of expanding our ability to advance our mission and invest in the future. Please give her a round of applause. This concludes my presentation at this time, but before I announce our next presenter, I want to thank all of our volunteers, employees, donors, and supporters. It's their contributions, day in and day out, that have resulted in the incredible impact we just shared a little of. Please help me thank all of our volunteers, employees, and donors and supporters by giving them all a huge round of applause. I'd now like to introduce Lisa Graff, who will share with you some examples of the real-life impact we've had on families who have been receiving services. Lisa?
Thanks, Greg. Hi, everyone. My name's Lisa Graff, and I'm a member of the Family Services Executive Board. I'm excited to share with you the stories of two families whose lives have been transformed by Family Services. Family behavior therapy helps parents and caregivers maintain long-term abstinence from substance abuse by helping them accomplish goals that are consistent with a drug-free, healthy, and prosperous life. Thanks to family behavior therapy, Jennifer and Ryan have made great strides in their journey to a happier, healthier life together. They are grateful to their therapist, Tiffany, for her consistent support throughout this process. I'd now like to introduce you to Jennifer and Ryan.
My name's Jennifer Mitchell. I'm an addict from way back. When I was 13, I started using pills and I never really stopped. nothing ever lasted, you know, for any amount of time.
Yeah, I've had struggles, haven't we all? My difficulties were different but I mean, it all relates, I guess, somewhere along the line. You know, where you don't really sit down and really think about things until somebody calls it out. And
I mean, I've been ready for a long time to be clean. Like, I'm just, you know, I'm 35. This is getting old. And I have kids, and I want a good life for them, you know. I don't want them to have to live and watch me be on drugs or, you know, not at my full potential, because that's what I want them to be. So, CYS was called on me a year ago. My caseworker, Emma, asked if I would be interested, and I really didn't know what I was saying yes to. She just said somebody would be coming to our house and, you know, helping me with coping skills, like, and helping with my relationships, which I needed a lot. I'm really lucky that I got such a cool therapist. I love Tiffany.
Tiffany, she was really cool. Like I said, the main thing was it made us aware of what we were doing and how we were doing things, and it just brought it to our attention so we were more conscientious of, you know, how we were treating one another, and the exercises we did with her make us aware of how we were behaving. Whereas before, you know, we just never gave it any thought. We think things through and we try to treat each other with more respect and kindness. If you're not on the same page, then things get really hectic really quick. So it kind of brought us together as a family to work together instead of working individually.
If someone came to me and asked me if they should join or, you know, take part in FBT, I would say definitely do that.
It's hard to imagine, you know, where it would be without it, because I don't want to, so.
If you're struggling, call Family Services, they can help.
Jennifer and Ryan are here with us this morning alongside their caseworker, Tiffany. Will you please stand and be recognized together? All right. Thank you for sharing your story with us this morning. Next, you will meet employees and clients from our Independent Living Program, or ILP. ILP helps youth between the ages of 14 and 23 who are in out-of-home placement make the transition to become independent, self-sufficient, and productive adults. Please allow me to introduce you to some of the characters involved with ILP.
The North Star Mentoring Program is kind of like another support person for me. They take you on outings just to really bond with your mentor, and I love my mentor. Her name's Kim. She pushes me to reach all my goals. She pushes me to graduate on time, you know, go to college and be the best mom I can. I just love her a lot. I look up to Kim because she's just like such a great role model. She's respectful, and then she's caring. First day we met, we clicked. Like, Kelly is just good at matching. Ever since, we've always been good. We text like every day.
North Star Mentoring is a mentoring program for the youth in the Erie County Independent Living Program. They come into the program and they each get a case manager, and if they want a mentor, then I do my best to find somebody who has things in common with them. Typically, our mentees are age 14 until they turn 23. And when they come into the program, they get their case manager, and if they want a mentor, then they can have a mentor. And if they have a mentor, it's because they want a mentor. We support the mentors by providing them with trainings before they start. The commitment is 4 to 5 hours a month of contact. As a program, we also throw events for them every other month where they can come get together with all the other mentors and mentees, and it's just something that's fun for everybody to get together and just talk about the program and just have fun together.
The program put me on like the right path and got my head straight. They just help with everything.
I have mentors who thought that they were going to come on and do something great and change the life of this youth, and they do that, but they come back to me and they say it fills their cup so much more than they ever imagined that it would.
Snack Shack was the kind of brainchild of OCY, Bethesda, and Family Services all together. They wanted to try and create a work training program for their kids that are in the program, the independent living program. I've seen some of the employees really grow from not being very comfortable with approaching new tasks to being willing to just go and figure out a good solution for something and come back to me and suggest how we tackle whatever obstacle they've come across. I had one of the employees this morning basically do everything necessary to manage the truck and get it all out the door completely on his own. That shows great growth in just a few months on his part.
Okay, so when I first started here, I was so nervous and stuff like that because I had to talk to people that I didn't know, and it was just kind of like out of my bubble, and I started sometimes, so I was just like super afraid of that. But since I've been here for like 3+ years, it's gotten a lot better, and I'm better at just like talking and just doing like the stuff that I was just like afraid to in the beginning.
Those kinds of things are an opportunity that I can give these kids that most other businesses aren't going to give them. And it also allows me to be more patient with the kids than when I had my own cafe, and if somebody was not doing well at customer service, I kind of had to let them go. This allows me to kind of teach them and help them to grow into able to do good customer service and able to be good, competent employees on a day-to-day basis.
I just love interacting with people and basically talking to them, and yeah, just having a good conversation with them, like either waiting for their food or just like getting some like good recommendations to give them and stuff like that.
So the Youth Media Development Program, or YMD, allows kids to get hands-on work experience that provides soft skill development. So whether that's something that is a podcast that the kids, decide what topics we're choosing and talking about and inviting experts from the community in. So you learn a lot of skills on like, how do you work in a team? How do you meet deadlines? How do you advocate for your project in a board setting without overpowering another teammate and still giving everybody a chance to give their input? So the program only serves about 8 youth at a time, 4 from Bethesda and 4 from Family Services. And it's specifically set up in this manner just as the fact of the kids really get to know each other and they almost become like colleagues, right? Really, every single chance I get, I always talk about Community Access Media because I truly love and adore the people who work here. They teach our kids how to utilize all the equipment, all the podcasting stuff, the cameras, the green screen, they put all of that in, and they teach the original lessons, and then we come through with a project that utilizes the skills that we were just taught.
So I got involved around like 3 years ago, going on 4, when I entered foster care for the first time. I was in foster care for about a whole complete year, and within that year I was able to join Family Services and ILP, and through ILP I was given so many opportunities. So coming here honestly is like pretty awesome, I would say. When I first came in here, I thought that I was like working on some music video or something. So just getting the chance to work in an open space is really, really incredible, especially since I'm coming from college and I'm already working with stuff like this. So I'm familiar with it and whatnot. So it kind of feels like a second home.
The youth who come in through the program do get skills that they are able to take away and walk away and either start up their own business where they're editing for people on the side, or going up to, a studio and knowing how to run cables, run a camera, set the focus, and set the stage. So it definitely gives them a lot of transferable skills that unlocks a lot of potential, especially in the Erie area.
Even if like you're shy or you are not too familiar with it, I would just do it anyway. It allows you to get out of the house. It allows you to learn a new trade or a new experience, and it just allows you to express yourself even more if you have trouble doing that wherever you are.
Now I'd like to introduce Liz McCormick. Liz couldn't be with us in person this morning, so she'll be joining us via video to present the Agency Champion Award. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Liz McCormick. I'm a member of the Executive Board. I am so excited to be presenting this year's Agency Champion Award to Erie United Methodist Alliance. This award honors an individual or agency that has made a significant contribution to family services of Northwest PA and/or the communities in which we offer services through their leadership, participation, and commitment to the mission and values of the agency. Erie United Methodist Alliance, EUMA, led by Chief Executive Director Kurt Krays, is a wonderful partner and a strong champion of family services and the individuals we serve. In 2018, our ILP program began a partnership with EUMA to provide housing for the young people in our ILP program. After connecting and getting to know each other, both agencies realized they can serve better together than separate. The youth and young adults served in ILP have experienced traumatic events, such as an out-of-home placement, court involvement, lack of family support, and they are at heightened risk of homelessness. The partnership began with 3 apartment units on East 26th Street near EUMA's The Refuge. From there, the project has grown to multiple sites with a total of 10 apartment units, including 2 levels of housing support. With EUMA's expertise in housing, together with the support of Family Services ILP case managers, youth learn how to budget, take care of their own apartment, find employment, and become good neighbors. The joint staff ensure that the youth feel welcomed, housed, are learning valuable skills to maintain their own housing as they transition to adulthood. This project has served over 40 youth since its inception. Thank you to Kurt and his team, who dedicate themselves to ensure that all members of our community are respected, housed, and that they are on the path to their best lives.
Cue the director.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning. You're a rowdy bunch. On behalf of the EUMA Board of Directors, team of staff and volunteers, donors, sponsors, and stakeholders, we thank you, Family Services of Northwest PA, for awarding EUMA the 2023 Champion Award. Thank you. Friends, do you believe we can solve broad and complex challenges like ending homelessness for youth aging out of foster care? Thank you. I have written down here, it's not a rhetorical question, so you got that right. We can. And I'm here to tell you that thanks to leaders like Greg Loop and board member Liz McCormick and our colleagues at Family Services of Northwest PA, Together with you, we are, in fact, keeping youth aging out of foster care, out of the homeless system, out of prison, with their children, and we are reducing youth suicide. That's the leading cause of death for individuals 18 to 24 who are unaccompanied. We are ending homelessness through this partnership. Thank you again, and may God bless you as you have blessed so many youth aging out of foster care right here in Northwestern PA. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Katie Bull-Schaefer, and I'm the Community Relations Manager at UPMC Health Plan. We are thrilled to be the presenting sponsor of the Family Services Annual Meeting for the 7th year in a row. Today, our commitment to the community is stronger than ever. UPMC Health Plan understands that education, socialization, and frequent exposure to nature, culture, and the arts are vital to a healthy, well-rounded lifestyle and individual well-being. We are pleased to partner and support Family Services in this endeavor. I am honored to present the 2023 Outstanding Volunteer Award. This award honors an individual or organization whose philanthropic support has had a significant impact on family services and those they serve. Kim Normandy is a volunteer with North Star Mentoring through the Independent Living Program at Family Services. We met them through the video earlier today. She was matched with McKenna last February and has had a tremendous impact on her life. Kim and McKenna enjoy going out to eat, getting their nails done, cooking, and spending time together. McKenna, who graduated from high school last year, is a teen mom. Kim loves McKenna's son as if he was her own. McKenna said, "I love Kim so much, and I'm so thankful to have her in my life." In addition to volunteering for North Star Mentoring, Kim collects socks and coffee for the Upper Room, walks for the American Heart Association, and participates in Big Brothers Big Sisters Bowl for Kids' Sake. Congratulations to Kim Normandy, the winner of the 2023 Outstanding Volunteer Award. Please come up and accept your award.
Thanks. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. I'm very humbled by this award. I want to thank my friend Kelly Tate, who poked me till I said yes. And then I was paired with McKenna, who, if I didn't have the best mentee in the program, I couldn't have this award. She's a great kid. She's open for any suggestions, and I didn't always make good decisions. My granddaughter and daughter are here to vouch for that. But I learned from my lessons, and now I can present McKenna some decision-making processes that maybe allows her to make the right decision, which is what all we're looking for, is to help them make the right decisions. She's a great mom, she's a great student, she's a great friend. My family's welcomed her into our family, and she keeps saying, "What happens when I'm 23? I'm like, "What are you talking about?" "Well, that's when the program ends." I'm like, "Not our program. Like, we're here, we're in it, you're stuck." So if you're not a mentor, you should be one. But just what the video said before, I've gotten more out of this than I ever imagined, and probably more than McKenna has, and I'm very grateful for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you again to those individuals and families who've allowed us to share their stories. Congratulations as well to the award winners. My name is Danielle Solinsky, and I'm the Vice President of Development at Family Services. I'm so excited to share one more story with you this morning. Big Brothers Big Sisters is a program that has always been very close to my heart. I've had the opportunity to watch so many successful matches come through the program, and I love hearing success stories like this one. Big brother Dave and little brother Adele were matched more than 12 years ago. Here's their story.
As soon as I met Dave when I was younger, we had an instant connection off the bat, right when we met each other, and I immediately warmed up to him. I think, like I said, it was the first day. I brought him into the living room. I think I might have been playing Sonic at the time, and I was like, you want to see these video games? I have all these games, and then it was short after, maybe even that weekend, we went to go to see the movies, and then we just talked with each other more, learned each other, and it was great from there.
I got involved shortly after my dad passed away. Kind of was looking for something, something positive to do, and such a good role model he was in my life. I decided to reach out to Big Brothers Big Sisters and see if I could do the same for someone else. Going into it, it's a big time commitment at first. And I remember going to his house and meeting with his mom, and it was nice. Right away, we could tell we had a lot in common. We both like sports, both like video games, and I knew right off the bat we were gonna get along really well.
There's been a lot of times when I was younger where I was been like eager to do things, and I feel like it just anything in that matter. He just taught me like be patient, be humble. If it's meant for you, it'll come to you, and if it's not, then that's okay too.
Adele's a very humble kid. Never has anything bad to say about anybody or any situation. I think he always looks for the good in people and tries to be the best person he is.
Besides just being humble and having patience, he helped me build my foundation up to being a very successful basketball player. Whether that was dribbling, layups, shooting, whatever it was, he just helped me level up each time in that certain category. And I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, I would absolutely recommend people becoming mentors. It's been such a positive experience for me, and it's a great way to give back to the community.
Without Big Brothers and Sisters program, I don't know what type of path I would be on. I think I might have been straight, and with the Big Brothers and Sisters program, I was kept online. I'm blessed, honestly.
Adele and his mother Stacy are with us this morning. Would you stand and be recognized? Thank you, Stacy. Next, I'm honored to be presenting the 2023 Philanthropy Award, which honors an individual or organization whose philanthropic support has had a significant impact on family services and those we serve. Marquette Savings Bank has supported both Big Brothers Big Sisters and Family Services for many years. In addition to supporting Bowl for Kids' Sake as a corporate sponsor, Marquette has also supported the agency through Erie Gives since its inception. This year, 58 Marquette employees participated in Bowl for Kids' Sake. All 11 bowling teams raised money to support the program, and all the employee donations were matched by Marquette. And in addition, Marquette supported the event as a corporate sponsor, and they donated one of the grand prizes. Overall, Marquette and its employees raised nearly $6,000 to support Big Brothers Big Sisters. Special recognition goes to Erin May, who's a Marquette employee and a member of the Big Brothers Big Sisters Advisory Board. Erin has done a terrific job of connecting Marquette employees with the Big Brothers Big Sisters program. Marquette Savings Bank has shown a true commitment to igniting the power and promise of youth. Please join me in welcoming John Dill to the stage to accept the Philanthropy Award.
Thank you, Danielle. I proudly accept this on behalf of Marquette and the employees that are here and the 160 that are in Erie and Crawford County. Thank you to Aaron May for organizing this. It was great. I mean, you guys did a wonderful job organizing that evening, keeping us all entertained. It was a lot of fun. I can't wait for it next year. There was a little bit of, let's say, betting going on between teams. It's really fun. So if you haven't done it, do it next year. When I look at your Family Services websites, there's some core values that we share with Marquette. Family, integrity, excellence, empowerment. That's one of our favorite ones because hashtag Marquette Empowered. I like to think that we do a great job in making families' dreams come true through homeownership and financial independence. But with what you guys do, Family Services, in changing lives, changing families, strengthening families, and transforming lives goes way beyond. So while I stand here to be recognized for Marquette, I think it's Family Services that needs to be recognized for everything that you do because you guys make our communities that much better place to live. So thank you.
I want to again say congratulations to all of the award winners this morning. We're so grateful for everything that you do to help support the mission to strengthen families and transform lives. I'm excited to be able to present the last two awards this morning, the Legacy Award and the Employee of the Year Award. This year, the Legacy Award is presented to a retired employee. It's always someone who has been either a current or retired employee or board member who demonstrates substantial impact to the agency and the community. And this year I'm excited to announce that the 2023 Legacy Award is Kirk Hardner. Kirk joined the team at Family Services in 1990. That's not a typo. 1990, and retired in 2018. He spent his entire tenure working in the family-based mental health program. He served many years in that program and served as the program director before his retirement. Even after retirement, he continued to provide consultation for several years. Kirk has always been known for providing excellent support and supervision to his employees. His unique skill set and leadership have impacted countless families and therapists. He continues to be remembered for his impact on staff, clients, and other community providers and collaborators. Kirk was a true champion of family-based mental health at Family Services. He built the program to its greatest capacity as a supportive, compassionate, and approachable supervisor. He was a strong advocate for the agency, program, and his staff. Please help me again congratulate Kirk Hardner, the 2023 Legacy Award winner.
Thank you for that warm welcome.
If I knew I was loved that much, I would have never retired. So I'd like to thank the board for this award. It's very much appreciated. I'd like to thank Greg and the administrative team, the management team, and especially the family services, direct care staff, and clerical. They're the ones that make the agency really run. I was proud to be a member of the staff, a member of the management team throughout my career, and it's a very special place for me. I'd like to thank my wife, Jean. And also here, my daughter, Sarah, granddaughter, Grace, and daughter, Leah, who many of you know. I have other family members here, my brother, Kyle, and his wife, Ann, my sister, Corey, sister-in-law, Sharon, and my brother, Keith, and my sister, Kim, who weren't able to be here this morning but are here in spirit. Also, some former staff members that worked for me for many years. Brandy and Renee, thank you for being here. Okay. Enough of that. I have been known to write some poems, so I have one to share with you this morning. This is about my 43-year career in social services and the Legacy Award. So I started my career by attending Mercyhurst College. To be honest, not necessarily to pursue more knowledge. College was for me challenging and mostly fun, with tests, deadlines, dances, parties, and occasional beer run. While attending college, I worked as a sanitation engineer. That's a garbage man for you guys if you don't know. After graduating, I moved on to Harbor Creek Youth Services, then juvenile probation, and eventually here. In family-based mental health, I found what I had been missing throughout those first 15 years. Now working with kids and their families was music to my ears. This work of social services is not about outcomes, not about awards, not about praise, and certainly not about pay. It's about process. It's about showing up. It's about what we do and what we say each and every day. It's about how we respond in our very essence. Thich Nhat Hanh was a Buddhist monk, said the greatest gift we can give to others is our presence. Now being retired, I have to say, I don't miss working every day. I don't miss the pressure of productivity, deadlines, paperwork, audits, and more. I do miss how we impact the lives of our friends, our colleagues, and the families we serve, for sure. 3 things come to mind in receiving this Legacy Award today. The first 2 are easy for me to say. I don't mean to sound bold. They simply are retired and old. My career at Family Services was frustrating, challenging, stressful, and emotionally draining at its core. And it is much, much more. It was a privilege and an honor to work with you and to play my part. And I miss all of you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Thank you, Kirk. It's now my privilege to present the Employee of the Year Award. This year, 31 employees received nominations. And before I announce the winner, many of our nominees are here with us, and they were all nominated by their peers for their exceptional performance, and I would like to have all of them stand and be recognized. This year's Employee of the Year has been a member of our permanency department since 2016. Others describe her as a model employee. She's viewed as an expert in all of the service components provided in adoption. This individual received multiple nominations for the award, noting she's always looking for ways to make the best of any situation. She's always positive, motivating, kind, and always willing to help her coworkers. She was praised for her dedication to the families and the children she works with. She advocates for what is best and shows a strong commitment to her job. Last year, she provided services well beyond the amount of what's typically expected, making sure that the children she was serving got what they needed. Despite providing an equivalent of about 145% of the amount of expected work, she was still able to complete all of her tasks 100% on time. On behalf of our Board of Directors, our senior leadership team, I am pleased to present the 2023 Employee of the Year Award to Kelly Dahlkemper. Please come up and receive your award.
I am not good at speaking, but I have been trying to get out of my comfort zone. But I'm absolutely shocked and humbled by this award. I see Leanne out there crying, and I could not do this without her. She is the world's best supervisor and so supportive. And my entire permanency team, I couldn't do it without you. Thank you all. I appreciate it.
Kelly, congratulations. At this time, I'd like to ask George Joseph, the chairman of our board, back to the stage.
Wow. I'm constantly amazed when I come to these annual events and listen to the stories, and I'm so proud to have been part of this agency for so long. Congratulations again to all of the winners this morning. I tried to keep track of you in my head. I was going to announce you again individually, but I've lost that. So let me just move on to concluding this 2023 annual meeting of Family Services of Northwest Pennsylvania. I'd like to thank this morning's presenting sponsor, UPMC Health Plan, and our supporting sponsors, Curtsey Food Service, Laisel Schroff Insurance Agency, and Passport Realty. On your way out, please grab a copy of our annual report, and thank you for helping us to strengthen families and transform lives. Have a wonderful day.